friend had another male friend, and she didn't want to sing. But yeah, I go my karaoke's fun. And what a great way for you guys to practice English, right? Singing English out loud. And there's a lot of people that don't sound great, so it'll be fine. If they can do it right on the side of the road, on the street, right? We pull up near Thai Siam, and they have the karaoke and just the seats there. And there's one guy there singing like crazy, and then he sees us, oh, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, just have fun. And you know what? He doesn't care. And when you have that freedom of the mind where you don't care what other people think, then you'll get doing better at speaking, right? Because right now, you're all at that age where, I don't want to sound bad. I don't want to sound bad. Well, guess what? If you start sounding bad and you have her correcting you, you're going to start sounding pretty darn good. And then the next thing you know, you're going to get smoother, and you're going to get stronger, and you're going to get more confidence. Just like I'm talking now, you can talk too. Every single one of you has that potential. It's to lose that worrying about what other people think and the shyness, right? What do you think? You agree?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. And it's normal to be shy. It's a human, it's not a Vietnamese thing, it's just human. I had one lady, she was a grown lady, and I met her on a talk group, and then she friended me, and I said, okay, let's have a lesson. I'll give you a free lesson. She unfriended me. Why? Because she was nervous. I said, I'll give you a free lesson. And she was worried about what she would sound like. Wow, somebody unfriending a native English speaker? Not too often when you get a native English speaker willing to spend the time to help you improve your English. Then she messaged me back, but apologized. So yeah, it can be done. Other questions?
Your fees when you come to Vietnam.
What is my
Fees.
fees? Oh, what do I pay? Well, our airline ticket is very expensive, usually around, we're going home business class, that's cost over $3,000 a ticket just to go home. And then when we were here, we had, initially, we had to pay $25 US each for a business visa. But then last fall, when we had to go to Thailand to get working visas for 2 years, that cost us almost $1,000 just to work here. And I work at high school too. I have a contract there. But yeah, those are the fees. They're expensive. And when I get paid by high school, they take taxes off too for your government. So we also pay that. So, and I could probably do it now. I was thinking this morning to do it, but I was tired. But now I still have to book my ticket from Canada to come back here in August. And that will probably be another $4,000 just to come back. So really, we're not making much money at all teaching. If we were living here full time, yeah, but we have family, we have a son, a daughter, and a granddaughter. So, but this May, maybe we can bring my daughter and son-in-law to visit your class because they're coming here in May, so next month. And they both work for Toronto Police. And my son-in-law, his family is not traditionally Canadian. His family is from Iran, so he speaks 2 languages.
Wow.
He speaks Farsi, which is the language in Iran, so which is the Persian culture, not the Canadian culture, not the Vietnamese, but Persian. Yeah, pretty neat. So, would you guys be interested in that if they came to visit your class?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't sound like you'd be interested. Would you be interested?
Yes.
That's better. See, get that pitch up. Yeah. How about you? Any questions?
How many like they have you what visited in Vietnam?
The first time I was here 7 years ago, that's when we did most of our visiting. We did, started off in Hanoi, did Ha Long Bay. I really want to go to Sapa, but that'll be in the future. I'm working too much now. But we did Da Nang, Hue, Hoi An, Mune, Fanti. We never came here until 3 years ago. Mekong Delta, Saigon, lots of time in Saigon. And then it was 3 years ago we did here. Now I like to go to Fan Ri, Fanti, Vinny Bay. On Friday, we're heading up to Nha Trang again. We get 2 days at Vin Pearl for free through another place I work. So, yeah. But yeah, I like driving the coastal roads on the motorbike. I really like that. The beauty of your mountains on one side and the beauty of the sea on the other. I did part of Canada. It's called the Cabot Trail on the east coast of Canada, where we have the ocean, and we had the island, Nova Scotia, on one side, and the same thing, the ocean or the sea on the other. It's gorgeous. I just love it, being out that type of nature. And what is it? In 2 weekends, you guys have your Labor Day. Everybody gets 3 days off, even your teacher. She'll be having a party, she gets 3 days off. And we're gonna go to Vinny Bay, but there's a local spot where in the mountains, where you have the rivers and the waterfalls. That's what I wanna swim in. So good. Membership at Diamond, but I don't like getting up at 5 in the morning to work out. So now we go whenever we can, probably 3-4 times a week. We're going to the swimming pool because we can afford it. And that is a big workout because we swim laps. We just don't jump and splash. We have the goggles. I know how to swim properly and breathe in the water. Every other stroke, you suck air. So, and it is long, and it's a big workout. So yeah. But for actually going to the gym, if I can go in the afternoon, but for some reason your gym's closed way too long. They're closed from 10 in the morning till 2. That's when I can work out. Because working at the language center especially, or working, I have a morning job, and then for a day here on the weekend, I work from morning until night. My only time off is or during your lunchtime, and then all you guys, like you said, hide away from the sun, right? And heat. That's when we like to get out and do things. How about you back there? Yeah, you. Yeah, me. No, he said, don't ask me a question. Any question?
What do you want to
On the weekends, on Sundays, we have a private lesson, but I was getting a group of students who want to do international studies. I would have them at my house in the evening. We do our shopping on the Sundays. Once in a while, we'll go away somewhere on a day trip. The other weekend, we rented a car that took us to Nha Trang. So, but we like to visit with locals when we can. Yeah. And I got the stuff now to make a pizza. So now on a Sunday, I have to make probably next Sunday. I'll get up early and make the dough for the pizza dough, and I'll make a homemade pizza. It'll be good. Very good. How about you? What do you do on the weekend? So do I. I watched a really good show last night, and that's why I'm kind of tired today, because it kept me up past my bedtime. But we wanted to watch it. It was Creed 3, the boxing match. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of shows do you like? What kind of movies?
It's comedy, or the horror, or the thrilling film, or romantic film.
I want to ask you, would you rate a vacation in Hawaii or Alaska and why?
Hawaii or Alaska? Well, I'm from Canada. I like the cold, but I don't like it that much. So I would pick Hawaii. My sister has been to Hawaii, And the volcanoes and the mountains are amazing. The scenery, the nature is breathtaking. But I think if I really had a choice, I'd spend my money and go to Switzerland. That's what I really want to go to. But Alaska, Hawaii, definitely Hawaii would be on my list. But it's very expensive because it's American now, right? Did you guys know that Hawaii used to be its own country until America took it over? Yeah. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Visited Amanos in Japan. I do ever visited Amanos in Japan.
That's
How do I think about your country? What do I think of your country? It's what do I think of your country? What do I think of Vietnam? What do you think I think of Vietnam? I'm here, working. Do you think I would work someplace I don't like?
Which I love Vietnam.
I had the opportunity to work in Thailand. I've been to schools in China, and we picked Vietnam. I had offers to work in other cities. I still have offers to work in other cities, but we chose Phan Rang as the first place we start teaching. So yeah, we love Vietnam. We love your culture, and Miss Kathy and I, we have many good friends. And since being in Phan Rang, we've also made many good friends, including your teacher. So we're just not teachers. Good.
Cố lên.
We have found a beautiful pool because in Canada, we don't just go home and sit in our house. So we're always out. So now, when we have time, we go, it's the Lung Tun Resort, past Vincom, Lung Tun.
Yeah, Long Thong Resort.
Yeah, so they have a huge pool, and for 100,000, you can swim for 12 hours for the whole day. So yesterday, I was supposed to work, and then at the last minute, it was canceled. So we were working today on our day off because we asked if we could get it switched. So yesterday, we got up, we had our coffee, and then we went, hey, come on, let's go. And we went swimming in the morning. That's our exercise because the pool is long, and we relaxed. They're about 2 hours. Then we went shopping, and then we did a private lesson. Then we went back swimming. It was and then we actually had a typical Vietnamese meal out on the street with a young Vietnamese boy who has learned to speak good English. How has he learned? By listening to English music and by watching a lot of TV shows. And his spoken English is very good. And that's what I keep telling you guys. If the more you watch, the more you sing, it will just come. And right now, you feel probably a little bit awkward, right? Because the other day, somebody got me, come on, count. Mo, hi, ba, yo. No, yo was not 4. And anyway, I had not been practicing and I forgot, right? So yeah, but yeah, that's what I like to do now, relax. We have a favorite coffee shop now. Excellent coconut coffee. Yeah, good. Any other questions? And at nighttime, I like to watch TV. Yeah. How about you? What do you do in a day?
I like
You play football when it's hot, yes? Oh, or do you play at nighttime? Because even at the swimming pool, nobody's there. No Vietnamese people there at all. But all of a sudden, the sun goes down, whoosh, all kinds of Vietnamese people there. You guys, and my friend in China, he says, oh, we're like the Vietnamese people. When it's hot and sunny, we hide inside. And when it's cool and the sun goes down, we come out. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. I guess we're crazy Canadians because we're always out. Yeah. They call us crazy Canadians too. Any other questions? Yes?
Do you like any food
Do I like, there's a hum there, something food.
Do you like any food in Vietnam?
Any food in Ninh Thuận? In your, the food in Ninh Thuận? I had, what is the omelet? I had the omelet there last night with shrimp, the Vietnamese omelet. It was a certain name, and then you put it in the sauce. It was delicious. We like trying the different foods, but we really like the squid now. Yeah, and probably the best is where the one mother, she stuffs it with the minced pork or the spiced pork, and then you just pull it out and nom 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 nom. Yeah, I like a lot of Vietnamese food. That's my problem. Any other questions? You guys are so quiet.
What Vietnamese food can you make?
Can I make? I just learned how to make look. Deep fried shrimp and squid. I learned that. And I can make, in Canada, I learned to make pho. I make it very good. I can make pho, chicken, you name it, I can do it. So, swimming, so we're gonna keep that up. And occasionally I go and work out, do weightlifting, and ride a recumbent bike. You know what a recumbent bike is? It's not like a racing bike, but it's more relaxed type of bicycling, and I'll go on the bicycle for a half hour. And by the time I'm done, there's a big puddle of sweat underneath me. So those are the activities I like to do. Good. Who else in the time? You. I can't hear you, honey. Do I often travel? Yeah, whenever we can. But now we're on contract to teach, so we're very limited on the time we have off. But next TEP, we're already talking, instead of staying here in Vietnam, we'll probably ask for a week off, either both ends, and so we'll get a month off, and then we'll probably go to the Philippines. Mrs. Kathy scuba dives, and she hasn't scuba dived in a couple years. So next time, next TEP, we'll probably go to the Philippines, will be our big holiday. And we'll travel a couple places in the Philippines, so she has different places to scuba dive. And I'll stay on land, and I'll meet with locals and get to know their culture and probably make friends. Because I do, every day I talk to people in the Philippines too. It's amazing, the internet, isn't it? And if you guys get online, it's incredible the people that you could be making friends with in other countries. I talk to China every day. My best friend's in Beijing. I know a young man, he's 19. I talk to him. I just talked to a girl today. She's also lives in the jungle in the Philippines. She calls herself Moons. Yeah. And we just chat. Right now, her life isn't going really good. Last year, she lost her one sister to kidney disease, and now her other sister's sick. So, not having a good life, but it's a great way. She can practice English. I get to know the culture. So, yeah. And I want to go to Switzerland. Yes?
What is the meaning of scuba dive? I don't really understand.
What is the meaning of
Scuba diving. I don't really understand.
scuba diving? Oh, scuba diving is, you know, snorkeling, where you just have the plastic hose and the mask, and you stay on the top of the water. Scuba diving is where you have the big air tanks on your back, and for most part, you have a full suit on. They call it a wetsuit, and you have the big flippers, and you can go way under the ocean or the sea. That's what Kathy does. And she is not just the first level, she's an advanced open water diver. So she goes 50 feet down into the oceans and seas, and she's even crazy because she swims after sharks to take a picture. Yeah. Stay away. Oh, he's tired too. How about you? Any more questions? No?